Hey everybody, Merry Christmas from Goffe Chiropractic Center. We're here today because we've been having everyone ask us, hey, that 3D snowflake's kind of awesome. Where did you get that? Well, the secret to that is Carissa actually makes them. So, since people have asked, we're going to show you how to make it today. So let me swing around here and she can show you just how to do it.
Alrighty, so the first thing that you're going to need is paper. You are also going to need scissors, double-sided tape preferably, and a stapler. Now, your paper is supposed to be in perfect squares. So most people just have 8.5 by 11, but that's no problem. You'll go ahead and fold the paper over, make a nice diagonal crease, and then you're left with this excess piece up top. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that off. Now that's going to make my squares 8 inches by 8 inches, but you guys can use whatever kind of size paper that you like. Alright, so you've got your squares, and what you're actually going to do, we'll need it in that triangle. So you're going to fold it from one point to the next and make a crease. Then you'll take your scissors again, and you're going to make 3 cuts up from the folded piece towards the center. So, got 1, 2, and 3. Now you'll want to stop a little bit shy of the center so you don't cut all the way through your paper. Flip it and you'll do the next side. 1, 2, and 3. You'll want your cuts to end up about the same height. Then you'll lay down your piece of paper and begin taping. So first, you're going to start with your innermost square. You're going to pull one side down, and this is where the double-sided tape comes in hand. You can do those little rolly guys, but those are pretty difficult to work with. So you'll just tape on one side, you'll roll it towards your finger. Then you'll take this opposite side and pull it up and connect the piece of tape. So there we have one little roll. Now, the important part of this whole thing is that you have to flip your paper over so that the spirals are going different ways. You'll take your next most innermost layer, double-sided tape, tape to one side, pull up the opposite side, and tape. Now I like to overlap them enough so that the points are on the opposite side. Most important part, flip. Then we're going to tape again, place together, and flip. And the last one. Tape together. And there we have one spindle of our 3D snowflake. Now what you'll do is you'll take 3 of the same kind of spindles, and you'll make sure that that outer layer is facing the same direction, and you'll place the points together. 1, 2, and 3. Now for this part, I'm going to go ahead and use a stapler so that it stays together really well. And I'm just going to staple right in the middle, and there I have half of my snowflake. Now what I do is I actually connect the pieces to each other right like that so that my snowflake keeps its shape while it hangs all season long. Staple, connect, and staple. There we have half of it. Now you're going to take the next half, make sure that it's facing the same direction, and you're going to take your 2 halves, place them together. And this is where you got to work that stapler in between the 2. And you're going to staple on one side, the 2 halves together, and the next side. All right, now so we've got our 2 pieces. We just need 2 more staples. Now I use a staple and not tape because it makes it a bit heavier to last. But if you don't want those staple marks in there where people can see, you can tape. That is not a problem. I go ahead, staple, and staple. Now, there's no reason for this to be perfected all the way to a T. If you make little mistakes along the way, you've got so much going on in this snowflake, nobody is going to notice. So you pick which side looks most beautiful, and then I usually just do a hole punch, do some kind of string, ribbon, fishing line, anything like that. And I really like to hang these from the ceiling, place them on a wall. And you can use this just about anywhere, and you can make it just about any size.
Thanks, Carissa.